We're getting towards the end of the year. Christmas is gone and New Year is quickly approaching. And with it being the holiday season, there is obviously some quality potato play going on in the game. It doesn't always work out as a win, does it? And you know me, I like to share the good and the bad. And there are some learning experiences always to be had in games. And so I like to share them. I'm here in the Lucian. I've got my buddy Tim in the Ruprecht and Simon, who is Pikey Monkey, in the Drake. And if you look on Red Team, there is a big hitting division there with Atlantico, Borodino, and Lefudra. And I'd like to say a big shout out to Hitters Don't Lie, who is in the Yoink Fleet. And if you don't know who the Yoink Fleet is, if you know a very popular YouTuber, that isn't me, called Durka. The Yoink Fleet is all Durka's fleet. And I did see him in an AI game in the GK the other day, strangely. Did screenshot it and said support that battleship and then sent a negative just to give him a little giggle. But I actually call this game from the very start. The more you play, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you know, you'd think. But no, unfortunately, not for some people. Mainly our Cleveland, who is going to last all of 1 minute and I think 47 seconds of this game. Because I did say that this division is going to try and push. They've got radar, they've got big secondaries, they've got hard-hitting guns. They're going to get themselves into the center and they are going to batter the living daylights out of our team, like that Cleveland, who goes straight out to Lefudra. Great, we're at a disadvantage. I'm the only destroyer with the Lucian. I've obviously only got deep water torpedoes, but I do have my smoke and that long range sonar, and that's going to basically give me the ability to pull my highest damage game in this ship so far. But unfortunately, what it's not going to be able to do is to drag this team to victory. So there is only one other destroyer, and that's on Red Team. It's a Mogador. We've got a Monarch there, and I'm thinking, okay, my closest target is out there. It's not the Duncan, but it's going to be Red Team's destroyer. So I'm going to try and push and spot. Now we land a torpedo there on the Atlantico. Thank you very much indeed. And I think he has been getting burned down as we hit something else with a torpedo out there. Didn't see what that one was. Was it the Atlantico again? Not quite sure. But I'm going to push and see if I can get this Mogador spotted. Now, he doesn't have smoke. I could use the smoke and sonar trick. But what I want to do is try and remain undetected. And I'm looking at the map and the position of ships. And my thought is if Tim and Simon can hold the center from those battleships and do what they can, then I can push and potentially get round on a flank and try and spot Red Team's destroyer, staying undetected myself, and then, lay on some pain. Yeah. Oh, if only it worked out the way it does in our head every single game, eh? But yeah, let's push out. We're going to push and try and keep as many things spotted as we can. And we can do that by getting past this island on our right-hand side, keeping the Atlantico, Lefudra, and the Borodino spotted. We know that obviously we are located, means we are closest to the destroyer. There's the Atlantico. Is he running will to rebuild? I don't expect that those guys are going to push forward, so I'm not going to put that salvo of torpedoes at the indicator. I'm going to put them behind. There is the Mogador. I'm very close to detection here. And I mistakenly thought I had the Lefudra locked there to see what he was doing. But we've got the torpedoes on the flank now. We can see where the Mogador is. Why is he showing up? Has he started firing his guns? We've already lost one battleship in the middle. I think it was not sure if it was the Monarch or not, but we have also lost another ship from the right-hand side of the map. It's all falling to pieces. It's a very, very fast rate. There is the Duncan. We land a torpedo on the Atlantico. He goes, I think it was two torps, two floods there. Is somebody ticking? Somebody is ticking. So did I land one on the Le Foudre as well? I'm not quite sure, but this guy is pushing out against a Duncan, and the other battleship, which I think was a Bismarck, has gone around the back. This guy's in an Odin. I'm watching it and I'm thinking, has the Odin got torpedoes? Is he just going to try and turn and put torpedoes on this? I haven't played the Odin in a very, very long time, but going against this Duncan, there's going to be torpedoes coming from the Mogador, who's tucked behind the island. There's some torpedoes there from the Duncan. I know he has those wonderful forward firing torpedoes. Whether or not our Odin knew the same thing, I don't know. But he becomes a cropper. He did turn absolute flat broadside to it at the same time. So there was no way in hell that he was going to survive that, really, was there? So with this flank collapsing, I've zone torped out there just to try and slow them down a little bit, pull back towards the center of the map and support that. It is a losing battle because those guys in the big battleships have started to push through. There is fire coming through from the rear there. We are going to land. Are we going to get a torp? We get two torps and a flood, but we don't get the kill because the battleship at the back puts a full send in for all of 10 hit points to take the kill away. But we do get an assist. Yeah, the runners-up medal, the taking part medal. There is a reason it is a big fist symbol, and it's because basically Wargaming have rammed that big fist right up your backside to say, congratulations, yes, you did all the hard work, but somebody else took it away from you. Yeah, I know you all like my narration on these videos, and we do like to throw a bit of a fun in it and not have it a little bit too dry and clinical like many other people do. But here we've got an Amalfi, we've got the Borodino pushing through as well. Things are, like I said, they've fallen to pieces. It's gone, we're surrounded, and we're just going to take whatever we can from this one now. Can we defend the cap? Borodino's coming through, Amalfi's coming through. They can't remember what else is out there. The Mogador is still out there. There's a battleship there on the left-hand side of the mini-map. We are being pushed hard, but the Amalfi is going to take a couple of torps there, and we're going to go guns, and we're going to try and finish him off. And this guy is going to get so damn lucky. We're going to have to pop our smoke, but he is within sonar range. He has fired his guns. He's going to remain spotted. We get a fire on him there. That is ticking, but this guy is going to take forever to kill. Should have switched to armor piercing sooner, I think, because we might have gotten rid of him a bit quicker. But here comes Hippers Don't Lie in his Borodino. And he did say, oh yeah, I blind fired you in your smoke. Yes, you did, but watch my hit points because it was all of a tickle and took a little bit of paint off the stern, I think. Not a great deal. I was worried that he'd had his radar available, but we've got torpedoes coming up in a second again. There we go. We lose about 1,000 hit points. So that's one shell out of, I don't know how many it's got, but there we go. We get torps out. We're going to stay on him for guns. We know we've got time for him to reload before he's going to try another blind fire, but here comes another cruiser in behind him. And I'm looking, and they're basically both going to overlap at the same place. Somebody else blinds fires my smoke. We land a torp and a flood on the Borodino. He goes out. It's somebody with those, I don't want to say PISSY, yellow streaky traces on it. Those guys who've spent 5,000 doubloons on that auction. But the Borodino, I think, spotted those torpedoes. The anchorage slows down, which saves him. I think I may have stood a chance had those torpedoes not been spotted and that anchorage not slowed down. We could have got rid of them. But even though we're practically full health at this stage in the game, the rest of the team is gone. It's one ship versus 5. We ain't going to win this, so we're just going to do what we can, pile on the damage for as long as we can, and it is going to be the Mogador who gets the kill on me right here. There we go. out of the game. But a new personal damage record, 100, just under 170,000. We pick up the 3 kills and an assist. We get a high caliber and a Confederate, which shows that we were really working hard for that one. Sharing my thinking about play and position as the only destroyer on the map. Unfortunately, yeah, it all folded a little bit too quickly. So, learn from mistakes. Yeah, don't go and support a flank that's full of potatoes, because it'll only end badly. If you haven't subscribed, please do like the video, leave me a comment, let me know what your best game in the Lucian is, and as always, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.